Hello! In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to find and update statutes on Lexis. In Lexis, when you're searching for statutes, you have a few options. The first is if you have a citation, you can simply enter that into your search box and click Go. So if I'm looking for Title 18, USC, Section 42, I'm just going to type it into my search box and click Search, and that will take me directly into the statute. If you need to browse or search the statutes, you have a few options. The first is to go in by jurisdiction. So if you're looking for the federal statutes, simply click on the federal tab and you'll find the United States Code Service available here. And if you click on that link, it will take you directly into the statutes. From here, you can browse by using the plus sign to open up the titles and the chapters. You can check the box next to the various titles if you want to search multiple ones at the same time, because you'll notice this search bar at the top is dynamic. So when I clicked into the United States Code Service, I would now just be searching the United States Code Service. But now that I've selected Title 1 and Title 2, it's just searching the items that I have selected. So it's always good to narrow before you do any searching, because then you're just searching the content that you're in rather than searching everything on Lexis. You can also get to the advanced search from this page. If you're looking for state statutes, same concept. Click on state, find your state. So if we're looking for Florida, click on Florida, and then scroll on down, and you're going to find under statutes and legislation a link to the Florida annotated statutes. And it's exactly the same as if you were searching or browsing the United States Code Service. You can use the plus sign to open up the titles and the chapters. You're just searching the Florida annotated statutes since that's what you clicked into. You can run an advanced search, or if you want to search multiple titles at the same time, you just check those and you would just be searching those titles. Going back to our home page, to get to the statutes, you can also go in by content type. So you would simply go to your content tab, click Statutes and Legislation, and then you could choose the type of legislation you're looking for, or you can go in by jurisdiction from this route. One thing I do want to point out is when you go to the federal statutes this way, you have a few extra tools available to you. So again, you have the United States Code Service. So that would take you to that page where you could browse it and just search the United States Code Service. But you also have the popular names table and the index. And these can be really helpful when you are searching the code. So let's start with the index. Now, an index is just an alphabetical listing of topics. And so you could browse alphabetically. So you would just open up your K if you're looking for kidnapping, and scroll on down until you find kidnapping. And you could open that up as well to find additional topics. And so you could go this way, or you could use the search bar at the top and enter the term that you're looking for, kidnapping, and that would find it wherever it appeared in the index. But since I know I'm looking for just abduction and kidnapping, I'm going to click on abduction and kidnapping. And then once I get into my entry in the index, I'm going to be given some additional subtopics. So if I'm looking for attempted kidnapping, maybe I want to go look at 18 USC section 1201, and I can just click there. Maybe if it happened during a bank robbery, there's a different statute for that. There's definitions, information about evidence. So you can see if you go into the index and you see all of these subtopics and where all of these statutes live, you may find topics that you didn't even consider when you were doing your initial searching. So looking at an index can be really helpful when you are searching statutes. And then going back to our federal statutes page, the other tool I want to point out is the popular names table. Some statutes are known by a popular name, such as the Homeland Security Act or the Americans with Disabilities Act. And so you can search for these popular names in the popular names table, and then it will tell you where these statutes live within the code. And again, you can browse or you can search. So if you are looking for the Americans with Disabilities Act, I just opened up my A and now I'm going to scroll on down until I get to my Americans with Disabilities Act. There it is. We're just going to click on into it. And then once you're in the entry for your act, you will find the first one. That's the law that created this statute, and it'll give you the public law number, but then it will give you a link to where it is codified in the statute. Then below that, you will find various amendments that have happened to this statute along the way, and you also have the links to those, and those will take you directly into the statutes. And then finally, before we leave this tutorial, I want to talk to you a little bit about updating statutes in Lexis. It's really easy. Once you go into your statute, if there is any negative treatment or pending legislation, there will be a little warning over here on the right-hand side and also next to the citation up in the upper left-hand corner. And so in this case, there's a warning because there's negative treatment has indicated for this statute. There would be a little yellow triangle if there was proposed legislation. And then to find out more, you just want to click Shepherdized Document, and that will give you the Shepherd's report for this statute. And if you go to the analysis filter and you drop down, you can see there is one warning. And if you click on that, it will give you the case that gave the negative treatment to your statute. And so that is it for statutes in Lexis. As always, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. You can email us, call us, or stop by and see us.